We got those from Target.
Mm-hmm.
Post-holiday shopping is one of my favorites. And ended up with 2 hamburger, cheeseburger costumes. Think this is what it's like to be rich. Hello, all you brave, beautiful, amazing, long-hauling warriors. I am really excited for this conversation. The person sitting with me, I have known since the mid-90s. His brain has mystified me ever since. He is one of the smartest and damn near encyclopedic intellects I've ever had the chance to poke until he tells me to stop. And he's also really, really almost embarrassingly kind.
Oh.
And I love him very much. This is my friend James, and I am damn glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks, Mateo.
So what I'm doing with these, this is for season 2 of the show. I'm interviewing people who knew me before and stuck with me since. People who I can look at and feel they have been a tangible part of my recovery story.
Mm-hmm.
And you and your beautiful bald head fit that bill. So, how did you find out that I was sick, James?
Well, this was June, July of 20. And so, no one was, seeing anybody. And we're all constantly on Facebook or Twitter or just yet constantly refreshing to get updates on what's happening with our people, with the world. And even back then, Mateo, you were you had not really jumped deeply into the pool of social media.
No, I hadn't.
I do remember, so I was talking with Jess, and she said, oh, Mateo got COVID, and I'm like, oh no. So I just kind of got updates through her, and became apparent that you had gotten sick, and then you had gotten very sick, and so, gosh, I think we talked very briefly back then. But yeah, I remember just hearing through our wives who, as women are much better at, human interaction than we are.
We did marry up, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. If I had not married my wife, I would probably be a fry cook right now, living in a tent. I don't know. So that's how I heard, is through through the women in our lives who took on the burden of actual emotional labor for us.
It seems like that's where a lot of people heard it, either there or through the Iowa Public Radio interview, spring 21, because I've never, even when I was a ball of energy, I've never been good at saying I need help.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm getting better at that.
Yeah.
Now, what can you tell me about some of those first times you saw me? What do you remember from that?
What I saw was that obviously, there are physical changes. The most important is that your hair is amazing now.
It's a glorious lion's mane, that's for sure.
I mean, it obviously this is a podcast, so you can't see it, but I am a cue ball bald. I mean, you can see Mateo's hair reflecting in my head. But so I'm bald, but Mateo's hair is it is a thing of glory. It is the Niagara Falls of hair. It's amazing. But oh gosh, I completely derailed myself talking about how glorious your hair is.
I think the world would understand if they saw it
I mean,
too.
how anyone in the room, like how can you not? But yeah, so like there's the obvious physical changes. There were changes to your energy and your ability to control certain things or to, like just to move around a room. And that's, disconcerting. It's I mean, we're all getting older and slower and wider, but it was a very dramatic change. In the first, it was shocking in the first little bit of time. But more importantly, what I saw when we were talking is that you were still you. Like I saw that hadn't changed. Like you have gone through something I can't imagine. And you're still you. You're still who you were. And I think that, being tested, being thrown into a change, you have to fall back on who you truly are. And that it shows you who you truly are. And I have seen you roll with a punch that probably would have laid me out completely. And yeah, like, do you have a choice in some things or do you move forward? I mean, you have to move forward, but I mean, like you were a crackling ball of lightning before energy wise, but that's only partly how you move around. It's your brain. You're still you. Our shells are a little different. I mean, I'm wrinklier. I've got the inner tube thing going on in my gut, but you are still 100% Mateo.
Another long hauler described it as Han Solo in carbonite, and I'm fighting to get free. But I'm still in here,
Yeah.
even at my worst. My voice is so much better than it was.
Oh yeah.
And my process. Mm, mm, mm. My processing speed is so much closer to normal, but at my worst, my understanding is that even then, I still thought I was funny. And it would take so long to finish my joke. I would often forget I was the one speaking midway through and then just stare and wonder why no one was talking. So the fact that I didn't get slapped is really a testament to wifey's patience. But now that I say that, if I did get slapped, I wouldn't have remembered it. So I guess you can get away with a lot. I don't remember a lot about 21, but I read in my journal from the time coming home from Iowa City at their long COVID clinic. As we were driving home, I remember asking wifey if we could stop to see James and Jessica, because I wanted to give you hugs. And I remember sobbing on the when I got back in the car. I lost it, and even when you got here today, what do? We hug, and that meant so much that we can text you out of the blue and ask if we can meet you on your front lawn for hugs. That meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
Now, when people later asked you, how's Mateo? What did you tell them?
I told them pretty much what I told you, is that it hit him pretty hard. He has a lot of, new challenges. And I told them, he has a lot of new challenges. He has to work harder at some things. It takes him longer to get some things done. But the most important thing, and this is what I said, is that he's still who he was. He's more who he was, because he's got to, you have to deliberately choose to do things. And the fact that you fly right in for a hug and that physical contact, and you acknowledge that we don't say, hey, I love you, to our friends, to our family, nearly as much as we should. You pare away the bullshit. That's important. The time we have is important. The people we have, that's important. And that's what you beeline toward, because the distractions, you have to put them aside. And it's been an inspiration, frankly, to me. It's been a big reminder of what, I'm not going to look back and say, I really wish I'd done that second load of laundry in the morning instead of the evening. I'm not going to look back on that. I'm going to say that was an opportunity for a hug, and I went for it. That's going to be what I remember.
Beautifully put, James.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you live beautifully, as far as I'm concerned.
I like that idea of wiping away distractions. I haven't thought of it in those terms, but yeah, I barely have enough energy for the things I have to do. I don't have extra to worry about the things I don't have to. I like that. I think I'm going to chew on that little nugget a while. Thank you, James.
Thank you.
I'm really glad you were able to be here.
Me too.
I love you and your big, bald, beautiful head. Shine and all.
I love you and your 3 cubic feet of hair.
Oh, you know who else I love? All these people listening right now.
Odds are I love a lot of you too. I'm not gonna go 100% in, but yes.
You know what? I'll go 100% for both of us.
That is why I'm here. That's why I love you, Matea.
I love you all. I see you all. I would hug you all if I could. And I think James will vouch for me on that.
Yes.
Strength and health. COVID is stupid.